A Course in Miracles. Workbook for Students. Part 2, Section 10. What is the Last Judgment?
Hi there. Let's delve into another common spiritual concept from the perspective of A Course in Miracles, which will offer us a unique interpretation that may differ from what we expect. Ready to dive in?
What is the Last Judgment?
With the second coming of Christ, which as we've learned from our previous section introduction, represents the correction of all misperceptions and illusions, we also gain the ability to discern the voice for God, which will proclaim what is true and what is false. This is the final judgment, after which perception ceases. Initially, we will see a world that accepts this truth, a projection from a mind in which perception has been corrected. Eventually, even this holy sight will disappear, and perception will no longer be necessary. So, that's it, there's no condemnation here. The Last Judgment marks the end of judgment itself. It will see the world completely forgiven. Without sin and with no purpose anymore, it will simply fade into nothingness from which it came. And with the world, all illusions tied to it will vanish into that same nothingness. Our bodies, now unnecessary, will also fade away. Because in this moment, we become boundless. The Son of God is limitless. We might have believed that God's last judgment would condemn us all and the world to hell. Let's consider this perspective from A Course in Miracles instead. Let's accept this truth. God's last judgment is a gift to us all. It's the correction of all our errors. It's our liberation from them, and from all the effects they seem to have on us. It's God's grace that comes to save us. There's no need to fear it because it is the release from suffering, it's the return to peace, security, and happiness, the remembrance of our oneness with God, our brothers, and our own identity. So, no condemnation at all. The Last Judgment is as merciful as every step in God's plan for our salvation and our return to Him. Let's never fear love. Only love has the power to heal all sorrow, to wipe away all tears, to awaken us from the dream of pain. Let's embrace the awakening from this dream without fear. Let's welcome salvation with open arms. And let's cast aside any fear of God. For this is God's final judgment.
You are still my holy Son, forever innocent, forever loving and forever loved, as limitless as your Creator, and completely changeless and forever pure. Therefore awaken and return to me. I am your Father and you are my Son.
Isn't that amazing? Not what you'd expect from a traditional explanation of the Last Judgment, right? Can we maintain our focus on this concept of the Last Judgment as we proceed through the next 10 days and lessons? This was the introduction to the section What is the Last Judgment? It is one of those special instructions from the workbook for students that will intersperse our daily lessons until the end of the course. As we move from lessons 311 to 320, let's keep this idea in our minds, allowing it to guide us until the next concept is introduced. Catch you soon for lesson 311. Quick note before you go. Let's take a moment to appreciate the generosity of those who have supported these videos. It's their contributions that make these daily lessons possible. Please consider joining them. And thank you for being a part of this community of miracle workers.
There's a lot of love behind these videos. If you enjoyed what you watched, please give it a like and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We have a new lesson every day.